morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your governor speaking.
I said, what in the world is up with Ron DeSantis? Anybody know what's up with that guy? What's up with that guy? Everybody now. Hey, everybody.
In related news, Ron DeSantis, a.k.a. Diet Trump. Diet Trump is losing ground in the polls, Raheem. So in the wake of Donald Trump's indictment, Trump has widened his lead versus DeSantis. So now in the first polling after the indictment, Trump now leads 57% to 31%, which says a lot about the Republican voter base, but that's another story for another day. But look, man, part of that is definitely due to the free press providing a week's worth of free press to Donald Trump. It's been a Trump infomercial on cable news this entire past week, but the cultural warrior, Ron DeSantis, he's also been on a book tour in support of his personal narrative propaganda project. So the other day, he appeared on Piers Morgan Tonight, and Raheem, this guy cannot beat Trump. He can't do it, Raheem. And not even just because Trump has street cred now. The dirty secret is he has a truly awkward personality. I mean, the guy is weird, man. I mean, it's not just that he has, kind of like just a cringy delivery and just an off-putting vocal tone. But according to reports, he was seen eating chocolate pudding without a spoon. Apparently, he was using 3 of his fingers as a spoon, or instead of a spoon. He was using 3 of his fingers as a scoop, Raheem. I mean, what in the I don't need to wash my legs is that? Like, what are we talking about, Raheem? Do you have the sound of the denial from Diet Trump?
I was asking about your fingers because of this, scandal which broke last week, that you apparently were eating chocolate pudding with 3 fingers.
Now, was that anonymous sources or something?
It was a very serious allegation. In fact, I congratulated the journalist who broke it on the new Watergate. But I have to put it to you, Governor, have you ever eaten a chocolate pudding with 3 fingers?
I don't remember ever doing that. I'm telling you, maybe when I was a kid.
Whatever they saying he did that shit.
Let me tell you something. Anytime these politicians start with maybe I did, maybe when I was a kid, there's no maybes on using 3 fingers to scoop pudding. There's only nasty. That's the only thing there. There's no maybe. It's either yes or it's no. And if it's yes, it's nasty. And maybe equals yes in this situation, Raheem. I am fully reporting that. It's weird, man. It's weird. Speaking of weird, Raheem, did you see this story coming out of the Tennessee House of Representatives? So, in the wake of the Nashville school shooting,
it's an evil world we live in.
Protesters have been showing up to the Tennessee State House there in Nashville. They've been showing up. They've been making their voices heard in the need for gun reform. Because, in a time of increasing passion just around the need to protect American children while at school, the state of Tennessee's Republican supermajority in their House of Representatives, they stifled and just shut down conversation around gun rights. So 3 Democratic Tennessee lawmakers joined the protest. They joined in the protest. So what happened was the protesters made it into the House chamber where, they managed to interrupt the session of the House of Representatives. And so Representative Justin Jones, Justin Pearson, and Gloria Johnson have now been dubbed the Tennessee 3. The Tennessee 3 is the moniker. So for joining the protests that interrupted the business of the House of Representatives, the vindictive Tennessee Republican Party decided to hold a vote to expel the Tennessee 3. They wanted to just get them right out of the paint. So in unsurprising news, Only Negro representatives Justin Jones and Justin Pearson ended up being expelled. Gloria Johnson is white, and she was not expelled.
It's an evil world we live in.
Tennessee Republicans are using all sorts of elaborate rationalizations to explain the unexplainable, to defend the indefensible, to act as though this is not an example of the way racial bias works.
It's an evil world we live in.
But I don't want to spend too much time just analyzing idiocy and bigotry. I feel like it speaks for itself. But watching the aftermath of the literally state-sanctioned racism, I found a wonderful character, Raheem. I found a wonderful character in all of this horrific news. I want to share it with you. I want to share this amazing character I found. So it turns out Representative Justin Pearson is a performer. Representative Pearson is a young brother. He kind of looks like Eddie Griffin, an undercover brother. But all eyes were on Representative Pearson, and he put on a show for, all of the allies supporting him, Raheem. Can you give the people a bit of the stylings of Tennessee State Representative Justin Pearson?
Yes, I tell you, it was a sad day on Saturday. All hope seemed to be lost. Representatives were thrown out of the State House. Democracy seemed to be at its end. Seemed like the NRA and gun lobbyists might win. But that was good news for us. I don't know how long this Saturday in the state of Tennessee might last. But we have good news, folks. We've got good news that Sunday always comes. Resurrection is a promise, and it is a prophecy. It's a prophecy that came out of the cotton fields. It's a prophecy that came out of the lynching tree. It's a prophecy that still lives in each and every one of us in order to make the state of Tennessee the place that it ought to be. And so I've still got hope because I know we are still here and we will never quit.
This is an example of doing much, much more than is necessary. Because I understand that brother was looking for a moment, but I don't know why he had to rip off Dr. King. I do know that the 55th anniversary of Dr. King being assassinated in Tennessee was either the same day as this sermon or maybe the day before. But fam, if you don't keep that Boondocks Dr. King voice in your bathroom mirror.
But lo and behold, some 4 decades later, what have I found but a bunch of trifling, shiftless, good-for-nothing niggers? And I know some of you don't want to hear me say that word.
You can't break that out at a time like this. But I do want to see the young brothers return to the State House, and I'm told they will be voted back in by their respective city councils, and I, for one, am in full support of that end.